Tonight on Prime Business, Economics Intelligence Unit projects the local currency to end the year at 7 cedis 87 pesos to the dollar. Also, government and BIT new revenue measures put in place will help the country raise about 80.3 billion cedis through domestic tax collection to pursue its economic policy.
All of us will have to come together, all stakeholders will have to come together and support GRA and to raise, the revenue of about 80.3 billion.
I am Beverly Broohm. Please stay for details. Let's settle for the details now. There appears to be an end in sight for the cedi's woes. This because London-based Economist Intelligence Unit is projecting that the local currency will end the year at around 7 cedis 87 pesos against the dollar. There's more in the following report.
7 cedi 87 pesos end-of-year rate of the local currency, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit, could mean that Ghana cedi will not depreciate much further against the dollar within the next 8 months before the year ends. The development may indeed indicate that the local currency may not depreciate against the dollar in value by more than 7 pesos. This is based on the average quotes that most of the commercial banks are selling to their retail clients. The local currency is selling at 7 cedi 80 pesos. It also gives credence to the recent assertion by the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, that the city's recent woes are over, with him even projecting that we may witness some marginal appreciation in the coming months. That should bring some relief to businesses that had to grapple with some daily depreciation in the first quarter of the year. However, the Economist Intelligence Unit believes that the mild depreciation, even for the rest of the year, is still influenced by import dependency and some investor sell-off of Ghana's bonds. However, looking forward to next year, the unit still sees some depreciation of the Ghana cedi in 2023 to 2026. The Ghana cedi was said to have depreciated by more than 14% against the US dollar for the first quarter of the year.
Government is and BIT new revenue measures put in place will help the country raise about 80.3 billion cedis through domestic tax collection to pursue its economic policy. As part of measures to increase revenue mobilization, government has passed the Electronic Transaction Levy and the VAT flat rate scheme for businesses operating with a minimum threshold of 500,000 cedis, amongst other policies. The following report has more.
According to government, the Russia-Ukraine war and the negative impact of COVID-19 have made it difficult for countries to seek loans from the global financial market. This has compelled countries to look within for domestic revenue mobilization. Speaking to Joy Business after the launch of Tax and Good Governance campaign by the Ghana Revenue Authority, a Deputy Minister for Finance, Abuna Osei-Asare, said government is hopeful of meeting the domestic revenue mobilization target of 80.3 billion cedis.
In achieving the 80.3 billion target that has been set for GRA for 2022, we cannot do it on our own. All of us will have to come together, all stakeholders will have to come together and support GRA and to raise, the revenue of about 80.3 billion. And what we are saying is that government has, through GRA, has put certain measures in place to help us achieve this target. And one is how we have supported GRA to come up with digitized platforms for payment of these taxes and filing of taxes, amongst others. And you know, wherever you introduce digitalization into a form of payment or a system, it's one, increases efficiency and also increases revenue.
On his part, the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Reverend Dr. Amishadai Owusu-Amoah, said the tax law enjoins all persons to file tax returns with a GRA not later than 4 months after the end of each year of assessment.
From the GRA side, this is only the launch, so we'll continue with a lot of education. There'll be a lot of TV programs, there'll be a lot of social media activities to ensure that people become aware. But in addition, from the youth in the media, we expect that we continue to propagate. Then for all of us as Ghanaians, we want to encourage that this is the time that you have to file your taxes. So for all your activities that has happened in 2021, take the opportunity, ensure that you file the tax. And we also mentioned that there are also advantages for you when you file your tax. Because, for example, some of us are PAYE, when we say PAYE, those of us who are employees, and our taxes are deducted at source and then paid on our behalf. But there are things like release when we have aged parents who we are still taking care of. There are things like reliefs if we have children in school that we are taking care of. But we don't benefit for these things because we don't file the tax.
The Registrar General's Department has increased the penalty for late filing of annual returns effective 3rd June this year. A statement said the penalty has been increased from 450 Ghana cedis to 500 Ghana cedis. It said this increment would apply to all companies, entities, namely Public-Private Companies Limited by shares, Public-Private Companies Limited by guarantees, i.e. churches, schools, unions, associations, clubs, etc., and private and limited companies. Now, these companies are to file their financial statement together with their annual returns at a cost of 50 Ghana cedis per year. External companies are to submit their accounts to the department at a cost of $600 per year, or in default, pay a penalty of $750 in addition to fees for all defaulted years. Now, partnerships and sole proprietorships are to renew their businesses at a cost of 50 Ghana cedis and 25 Ghana cedis per year, respectively. Now, sole proprietorship owners can economically renew their business names by dialing the short code *222#, select RGA, select RGD, and follow the prompt to make payment of renewal using the Ghana.gov payment platform. So yeah, that's it for business. For more business stories, you can log on to myjoyonline.com/business. We'll leave you with stories making headways in the international.